Create irresistible hooks. Well, don't just make it a title and a link. So I'm talking, of course, about the links to your next book and your other books in your series. You can't do that if you use the formula I'm about to show you, and then your title will work. But if you've not, then I would strongly suggest you use this formula to create hooks. So how do we do that? We use what I call, and I've coined the name myself, the feature benefit formula. This is something I discovered by studying lots of sales letters, especially bullet points, and noticing that there was certain types of bullet points which did grab me. Yeah, there's other formulas I noticed as well, but this one in particular really does work very, very well indeed, and it's proves quite irresistible. So, feature and benefit formula. So we need to first get the benefit and the feature, and then we need to create the title using the formula. So the benefit. What's the overall benefit from your book? Okay, so I'm not talking about, it may have lots of individual benefits in it. Okay, but so once they've studied and put into practice everything in your book, how will they benefit from it? Now, there are three things that generally people want, and that is these. They want success, so they want to be successful. They want to have freedom, so save time is freedom, have more freedom of choice, so on. And happiness. I mean, who doesn't want to be happy? So we all want them things. Now, if your book can give them one of those things, or two of them things, or even better, all three of those things, then you're in. So that is the benefit. So look in your book and see, what is the overall benefit? Well, is it going to make them more successful, give them more freedom or happiness? So if it's a book about photography, is that going to give them some sort of success, make money or something from photography or something like that? Or is it going to save them time? We're going to be able to become a professional photographer in a fraction of the time? Are they going to be more happy because they're able to, I don't know, have a nice, be able to give up their job and work from home and spend more time with their family, have more holidays and freedom? So happiness and freedom there. Whatever it is, identify what that overall benefit is. Next, we need to look at the feature. Well, there's an easy way to think of what a feature is, and it's not the usual way that this is taught. Your book doesn't teach benefits. It teaches features, because someone could read your book and not benefit at all. It's only when they put into practice what you teach them that they will benefit from it. Now, I know this might seem like I'm stating the obvious here. My intention is not to patronize you, it's to try and explain this clearly enough. So whatever your book teaches is that feature, okay? That gives them the benefit. Now, what do you teach that gives that benefit? So here's some examples. Your book could show a system, a process, step-by-step sort of process that they need to follow to do something. It could be that. It could be a list of tips, or certain successful books that actually got tips, shortcuts or hacks, if you like. There's lots of books out there called hacks, and they're very popular at the moment. Insights. Now, this could be like secrets and things like that, teaching people things they didn't realize, or little methods and tricks and gimmicks and stuff like that. Shortcuts, again, sort of comes along with a list of tips. Whatever your book teaches overall is the feature. That's what your book is teaching, that system, that list of tips, those insights, that's the feature. So once you've identified that, we now have the feature, overall benefit, should I say, and the feature. And now we use the formula, which is simply to combine them. All it really is the feature that you teach in your book equals that wonderful benefit that the reader is going to get. Will that be successful, more freedom, or be happier, or all three, hopefully. Here's some examples of this formula in practice. So the simple tips to professional photographs. So I mean these tips, why this formula works, by the way, is it creates curiosity, and curiosity is a very powerful thing, especially when it comes to selling information products, which is what a book is, a Kindle book is. So simple tips to professional photographs. So someone's going to want to know what those professional photographs are, or I could have made that a bit better. It could have been simple tips to professional photographs fast, or something like that, something along them lines, or produce professional photographs in straight away, or something like that, or the simple tips to amazing photographs, the secret photography tips that produce professional looking photographs every time, something along them lines. You're saying this is the feature my book teaches, and here's the wonderful benefit you're going to get. They're going to be curious as to what those tips or secrets are. The cleaning method that's 3 times faster. Now, how many people would love to be able to do their cleaning faster or easier, or both? So they want to know what that cleaning method is. Well, guess what? Your book teaches that cleaning method, and they want to learn that because they want to do their cleaning 3 times faster. Even how-to can be the feature. Your book's simply telling them how to do something. This explains why how-to books do very, very well. How-to titles, a very famous one is How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's how-to. How-to is the feature. This is why it works. It's using the feature and benefit formula. So the feature here is how-to. So the book's going to tell you how to do this, and the benefit is write articles in 7 minutes. I borrowed that from, of course, Jason Fradlin, just for this purpose of this example, and that worked very well as well. How to write articles in 7 minutes, or whatever time it takes. So that's the feature benefit formula. So it's very simple to do. Next, we're going to be discussing in the next lecture how you can make even more money from your books. So now we're moving on from not just making money from your books themselves, but monetizing your book to make even more money. So do pay attention to the next lecture.